Hey my friends, my name is Wolfgang and welcome to my healing circle where I will show you many tools for ascension. And one of the easy tools is self-massage and maybe office chair type of stretching. Um, it's easy to film for me and it's easy to do for you and everybody that lives in the modern world. Um, Self-massage is a great gift to yourself, um, and by releasing stress and blocked up emotions that cause the muscles to tense up, we are actually raising our vibration, and if you meditate, it will decrease the body noise and will make it easier for you to focus on your spirit aspect. And one of the beautiful things is about self-massage and office chair stretching is that you can do it pretty much in a lot of places whenever there is nothing to do. So this means when you boot up your computer, you can do it. When you're stuck in traffic, you can do it. When you're somewhere in a waiting room or in a conference room, and it's boring, some of that stuff you can do, some I wouldn't. And of course, when you do not feel very good, you can counteract a lot of bad emotions or even disease by just energizing yourself. Here is a disclaimer: if you have high blood pressure, or if you're pregnant, or if you're generally a sicko, I advise you to consult your doctor. If anything that I explain is dangerous, I don't want to be sued, and I'm not responsible for your body. You don't have to believe anything I say. Just try it out for yourself, and if you like it, keep doing it, and if you don't do it. I'm not your daddy, I'm not your guru. Do not give your power away to me. Nobody tells you what food you like, what food tastes good to you. So same way, use your own personal discrimination and follow your own personal biases. Simple as that. First, let's start with the hands, because once you have massaged your hands, the chi the chi flow, or the flow of energy in your hands, will increase, and that of course will enhance the whole self-massage. And everybody that has known about acupressure or reflexology may know that just like your feet or your ear, your hands represent your whole body, and basically your fingers represent your head, and then this here represents the bulk of the body, and this is kind of your hip area. And one very nice trick is you just grab your fingers and just pull on them, and that will get things going really fast. And you can also just grind them against each other, and if it hurts somewhere, it's a good idea to spend more time on it. And I often get asked what type of pressure I think is best, and personally I think you have to find the R zone, and the R zone is not too hard, not too light, just, you know, when you press on it, it's like, ah, yeah, it just releases nicely and it just feels good. And you may have to find out for yourself. I advise not to press too hard, it just hurts. So you will not do it anymore, and you can actually hurt yourself or burn out pressure points. I've seen it many times. You know, people burn out their points, and then it takes weeks or maybe even longer before that is healed. So you can really do some damage. So it's much better to tune into your body and focus, you know, on the right zone. No, many people, you know, this is generally very tender, or especially here. So I kind of smile into the body and I slightly massage it, and basically this area here is represents your shoulders, the the thumb represents the head, the left thumb represents the left side, and the right thumb the right side of the head, and then this area here is your neck. And with most people this is very tense, and so you want to massage this area very nicely. And when you get a headache or you become tense, it's, you know, a tension headache, you know, where your neck is tense, this is a really good spot to work on. And let's do the other hand. And another attitude that I have, you know, for massage is that I see myself as the king of the body. And my body is like a city. And every cell in the body is like a household. And every organ is like a factory. And I go around the city basically patting the people on the back and you know, appreciate them. So I smile into my body, smile into the area that I'm massaging, and tell them I love you, and also ask them maybe let go of all the pain, let go of all the tension. I love you. I'm sorry if I hurt you by not listening to you or maybe getting you out of balance. And what else is there? And and yeah, I when you have a tense muscle or a sore spot, then it's I let's say I focus on it, I pressure on it, and I hear these things on the wrist. You know, this represents your hip, and there is generally a lot of soreness around the hip, so this is a good spot to press into, you know, wherever it hurt, and I gently massage it. And the area kind of feels like stressed out, kind of freaked out, like in that way. And I bring an attitude in like you would do, like chill out a baby, you know, oh, come on, let go, I love you. And you do this with any part of your body. Let's do the other side. And these areas here, you know, going between the sinew and the back of your head is basically your back area. You know, this is your back and this is your front side. You can also press over here. This represents the liver and probably hurts with many people. And just make sure your everything is fine, and where it hurts you put more into it. And this area here represents your stomach. So if you have stomach problems, this is probably going to be sore. Alright, let's move on up the arm. And personally I find that the most sore spots are around the joints, because the chi flow is kind of disturbed. It's a kind of a bottleneck. You have not so much soft tissue, you have a lot of bone structure, there is sinew, and the chi, the life force, kind of gets blocked there, and as a result, most of the pain is before the joint and after the joint. And so just going around, you will find sore spots, and yeah, here we have one, and I chill this out. And once those sore spots are balanced, the whole muscle relaxes. So I go, oh, I love you, let go, let go, let go. And there's also some sore spots, generally over here. Wherever the muscles attach to the bone, that's where you want to look. If you want to learn all the acupressure points, go right ahead. It's knowledge is power, but it's just check around the joints of your body, and then I just move those flappy stuff that forms here, and generally this tissue it hurts. I consider those areas as swamps. Many people, this becomes very flabby, and the skin becomes kind of ugly and pimply. So I see those areas of the body like swamps, where there's a lot of unhealthy energy, where there's stagnation in the tissue, where the toxins are not getting removed. And so that's what I do with a massage, and then this whole area just beautifies over time as it gets cleared, from stagnant liquids, chemicals that have accumulated, etc. Let's do the other arm, the other side, and if you do this more often, sometimes you let the hands walk over your body, and your hands will find automatically what is where the sore spots are, and the work will just go on automatic, and you get a really good perception of what is going on, what is good tissue, what is bad tissue, which tissue needs more help. It is quite amazing, the experiences you get massaging this. Now here, this is definitely sore, and in general you always want to work from the tip of the body towards the heart, because that's how the lymph flows. And also there are little valves in your blood vessels, and so when you massage away from the body, you can blow out those valves, and that's pretty much irreparable. So I would follow that advice for sure. Okay, now here in the top of the shoulder you will find a sore spot. That's where it's kind of here. It's maybe a little hollow, and you will feel it's kind of painful. Let's just work on that and stay in the R zone. right so there. If you've seen my other videos, I explain how to draw love from Mother Earth and or through the higher chakras from the higher dimensions or from the depth of the heart. So you can do that too. Draw that love into your heart and then send it, through the massaging arm into the spot. And the chi that flows in here, I ask it, to work for the highest good for the area. And it's I use the idea of water, of good chi coming in and clearing out the low chi. And so I imagine that low chi flowing out the arm, the hand into the earth. Alright, this spot has enough. Then there is another spot which is kind of here, right in the middle of this. Let me find that. Here we go. Now this is kind of hard for me to use my finger on that. So I use a massage wand. This is pyrite, and I really like pyrite. Another name for pyrite is fool's gold. And it's very beautiful, not very expensive, and I find that pyrite is the most effective of all the ones that I have, and I have a lot of wands. I have a lot of different massage wands. So if you find one of those, very, very nice. So let's go back to this spot here. Oh yeah, here and there. Breathe into it. Run the energy out my arm into the earth. Of course, this you don't want to do during a conference or in the office. But if you have your own office, nobody's around, this is good, or you're at home, that's good. Whew. Yeah. And right now I put this one back, and I put it on my symbol to purify it from any bad chi this might have packed up. You can get that symbol from my website. There will be a link to my website, and you can download it for free. So it's going to clear this. And back now here to this spot here. Here we go. And then you can also, if you use your intent, you can say, please find all tension, remove all tension, and clear all tension. And any resistances that I carry in me that prevents me from releasing those tension, please find all, remove all, and clear all, and continue to finish for the highest good and divine harmony with the most benevolent outcomes. And you can invoke your high self or your spirit guides or angels, volunteer angels, to help you and to guide you so you learn more. They will inspire you and show you tricks. I've learned a lot from them, and it's always a good idea to invoke the angels for any positive activity. Yeah. And back now to this here. And here we go. You surely don't want to overwork those. Stay in the R zone. Smile into the spot. Without a smile, basically, it is very, very hard to transfer love. I've seen some advanced yogis that could do it, but it's a lot easier when you smile. It's a lot easier, and it comes natural. Yeah. Ooh. Please find out, remove and clear out tension and any resistances towards healing and balance. Ooh, yeah, this goes faster, a lot faster when you use this intent. Okay, and thank you. Now when we get to the neck, there are several nice methods. Let me just show you. One is just to grab and then let go, grab and let go, and with this letting go it kind of releases tension in some way. You can also anchor your hands on your head and then gently press along the neck and smile into your neck. And basically all along the neck and all along the spine, parallel to those. There are lots of acupressure points. You can also massage like this. Anything that gets the blood flowing. And then around here, this point where the shoulder muscles attach, there's also generally a lot of tension. It's very hard to do this with your fingers, so I use the wand again and gently just press in there. You can also go up. Just be careful. Wherever there's a sore spot, just stay there and smile into the spot. Chill it out like a baby. And as I said before, the really crucial spots are where the muscles attach to the bone, and that would be this area here. And the Chinese call this the gates to heaven. And I just gently pass this over. Yeah. Be very gentle there. You do not want to burn those spots out. Yeah. And when you get any headache, a tension headache, you will notice that these areas are very, very sore. Thank you again. And then this here, there is a little bump in the head, and then it goes down to soft tissue, basically to the base of the skull, and that's called the warrior point. The Chinese warriors, they used to press into this really hard, and that will, jack up, your alertness. It's like a cup of coffee, and you can go quite hard in there. It stimulates something. Alright. And now I shake up my hands and massage the mouse of the thumb here, because it's getting tense, so you don't want to blow that out. Alright. Good. Now the next spot would be just the skull, and you can go quite rough. You don't have much nerves on there, and do just massage this very hard. You are hard where the hair grows, Do not do it hard anywhere else. And this should give you quite a buzz. You can also grab the skin and just move it on the skull. That's another method. And very good method to prevent headaches when they're coming on. Just catch it, nip it in the bud, and everything is good. Now you move into the forehead, and you follow the hairline, or where the hairline was when you were young as males, and you just gently massage sideways or a little up. Basically whatever feels good, follow your bliss. Oh yeah. And then we slightly follow the eyebrows and maybe go around the temples, very gently at the temples. And it's good to breathe in love and follow the zone pressure. And you will also find there are some acupressure points. When you follow the eyebrows here, there's some kind of little holes there, a little indentation, and it's a little much more sore than everywhere around there. So you put your fingers there and smile. Fine, now we'll move on, clear out any pressure imbalances in the chi flow. Run some love into it, and then you go a little further, and basically where the eyebrows end, you just move around and you find another indentation where it's sore, and just do the same thing. Find out, we'll move on, clear out tension and imbalances and energy blockages for the highest good and divine harmony with the most benevolent outcomes. I love you, I love you, I love you. I release all tensions. Good. And then very, very gently you follow the bone at your eye socket. Very gentle, because the tissue is very tender there. And then you can go into the temple again, just do that movement. And a real nice technique is when you warm up your hands, you basically bend your fingers backwards, and then you rub your hands together so it gets really nice and hot. And then you put this into your eye sockets. Ooh, very, very nice. The heat makes the eyes relax. A lot of people hold tension around their eyes, especially those that have what's called Coke bottle glasses. Those people, they hold an extreme amount of tension in their eyes. So this is a very good exercise to release that tension. and smile into your eyes, that whole area around your eyes. And for those of you that know yoga, specifically Kundalini yoga, and you know what breath of fire is, let's do some breath of fire. And you spread your fingers like that, relatively relaxed. Bring your arms up in a V shape, about 90 degrees apart, and you do breath of fire. And I explain how to do breath of fire in another video, or just look it up on YouTube. And you feel there is a lot of a charge, a tingling building up in your hands. And you bring that onto your eyes. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And let this beautiful chi discharge into your eyes. And this method can be used, or this energy can be used for any spot that hurts in your body. Let's say I have neck pain. And even people that normally do not feel energy, they can feel that. Alright, then we massage our nose, around the nose, and the tip of the nose. The nose should be nice and warm and should have good circulation, blood circulation around it. If your nose is cold, it's not a good sign. It means you're low life force. And when people have cancer or just about to die, this turns white. You can see. It's very easy to see. And now here, besides your nostrils, there's a very important point. You press straight into it, and quite hard. And if you have a stuffy nose, or your sinuses are swollen, means you have breathing problems, the sinuses are swollen, and you press in here, you will notice that within 20-30 seconds the swelling goes down. Way better than antihistamines. Antihistamines are actually quite damaging, in my opinion. This is as instant, basically kicks in faster than an antihistamine. Of course, if you have mucus in your nose, you have to blow it out. It won't dissolve the mucus, but the swelling goes down. And if you do this, several times within half an hour, you pretty much can beat any swelling and stuffy nose. Then there's also another spot, there, here, you have this bone here, and we go underneath, and then there is a spot where it kind of hurts, and you go very gentle in there. And if you have indigestion, this is going to be very sore. So do not do much with pressure there. Just send a lot of good energy into that. Ooh, yeah. And of course, some people hold a lot of tension around their mouth, especially those that suppress their emotions. It looks like that. Not a good sign, not a good sign of mental health or emotional health, but it's really fun exercise. You just rub it, and it just relaxes the ring muscles that go through the lips around your mouth. Oh yeah. And follow this. Wonderful. And then there is a spot in the top of the chin, and you try to find where it's sore, and you press on it. And if you're constipated, this is definitely going to be sore. And if you're constipated and you press on it, you probably have to go to the bathroom really soon. And it's a good spot to press if you're in a hurry and you can't wait. With me, 50% of the time it works probably within 30 seconds. And then we just take the fingers and follow the jawbone. You're careful, because here you got the lymph nodes, and when they're swollen you should pay attention. You might have a tooth infection, a latent tooth infection, or you maybe a throat infection. And I recommend, if you have a throat infection, gargle with apple cider vinegar or an apple cider vinegar dilution. Or when your tooth kind of infected, put some echinacea tincture and have it absorbed through the skin in your mouth. That helps, but I'm not a medical doctor. This is just all folklore. Alright. And now we go around quite hard the area around the ear, and be careful when you get to this spot here. Do not press into the soft part, because this is where the saliva glands are, and that hurts like hell, and you probably can do some damage. It's a good thing if you do martial arts and are in a street fight, but otherwise do not press. But go there where it's nice and sore, where the muscle is sore. Alright. And then we just massage the ear nice and gentle. Be very gentle when your ears are cold. Your ears should always be nice and warm. There should be no hurt. And the ear represents the whole body. It's like a curled up embryo, this part being the head. And just massage everything nice, and then pull a little bit. And it's a really good jack up, when you're worn out, you're tired, just gets you going right away. Whew. The next part you can do, and you can do this pretty much everywhere, is you massage this spot here. Basically the pec muscles, they are all attached over here, and from an energetic point of view, this here is the energy access point for your lungs. And when this is tight, you also tend to slump your shoulders, and with most people it is very sore, so you want to be very, very gentle there. And just say, I love you, I love you. And in the lungs, according to Chinese medicine and also to my personal experiences, sadness is being stored. Like, when you haven't been hugged enough, or you have been abandoned, you're just sad for other reasons. This really affects your lungs, and then these spots will be very, very sore. Probably if you have asthma, this should be very, very sore too. I I could, with one client, stop a full-blown asthma attack within 2 minutes. Actually, without massaging the spot, just by running chi, by clearing the chi out of that person and then running chi into those spots. And of course, you also imagine that this energy goes into the lungs. So we don't want to burn those out. These can be very easily burned out. So let's just do the rainbow bridge. Build up a nice charge and then just run this into your lungs. Wonderful feeling, wonderful feeling, wonderful feeling. And any sadness I'm still carrying in my lungs from past lives as well as this life, please, angels of God, our high self, our body, please find all, remove all, and clear all. And any resistances to us clearing those, please find all, remove all, and clear all, and continue to finish, as long as it's for my highest good, in divine harmony with the most benevolent outcomes. Amen. Whew, yeah, very nice. Now, here is our sternum, and then when you go to the middle of the sternum and feel around, do not press too hard, just be gentle and explore, and you will find probably a lot of sore spots. And this is where your thymus gland is, which is the governing gland of your immune system. So you want to massage this very gentle. Some people just tap on it to stimulate it. You can massage it too, run love into it. And of course, let's just do another rainbow bridge chi blast into it. Very satisfying. Very satisfying. And of course, this is also where your heart chakra is. There's actually a lower heart chakra and a higher heart chakra there. You know, it's good to charge them up all. If you can project chi or do Reiki, just you can fluff this chakra out. But let's just focus more on massage. Then you go to those spots where the ribs attach to the sternum. And it's a good idea to just follow the ribs all along, and you will find a lot of sore spots. So let's see, here, I did that. And just between the ribs where they're attached to the sternum, this is where most of the pain is. Be very gently there. People that have heart problems, this is going to hurt, so be very, very gently there. Just go gentle and long time and often, and you can prevent a heart attack there. Especially when you have been very upset and very angry, you know, this, especially for longer times, these areas will hurt a lot too. So you just want to be very gently massaging it and smile into them, run love into them. Let's go to the next. Here they are. Here. Basically, wherever it hurts in those areas, you should massage it till the pain is gone. Stay in your R zone where it's not too hard, not too light. Alright. And I noticed that also when you have back pain, many times there is a lot of tension between the ribs up front. And to just follow those ribs out, see, I'm having my thumbs sticking out, and to just gently press, move a little over, press. It's quite sore there generally, and it will affect a lot of back pain. And let me just get up a little bit so you can see. And then you get to under the arms. This area here hurts a lot. And let me just sit down again. There are a lot of meridians going through there. And so it's a good idea to be very, very gentle there. While it is very rewarding to massage this area, one of the most rewarding spots. And you just keep going back as far as you can, and then you just go to the next rib and go between, follow them to the front. Whew. And then the next one down. I'll find those spots where it hurts. Oh yeah, here's a sore one. Stay on there. Nice and easy. You don't want to burn those ones out. Oh, yeah. And one more set. Okay. Now on the back, so when this is your spine here, then parallel to the spine on the back you have this big muscle strands, and they are connected with your kidney meridian, and which governs your energy level. And when we get stressed out and think that we have too much to do in our life, then they tighten up. And so I use my wand, because they're kind of, with most people, quite meaty, and to go back and to press in there with your finger, it's kind of difficult. So I'm just using this here. It's much easier to apply pressure. Do not press too much, stay in the R zone, and you just basically rub. Nice. Do not go onto the spine. This is my spine. This is the muscle strand, and I just follow this up. Go as high as it goes. Do it as long as you want. If you find a sore spot, stay on it. Don't burn it out. And this is kind of how high I can go. And then I just do it the other way around, from top to bottom. You can also do this here, the washboard. Very nice. Thank you. Back to purification place. Alright, that's with the self-massage. And with self-massage you can get stuff you cannot get with hatha yoga or with stretching. But stretching also has its point. So as we're already here, let's do some office chair stretches. One of the most powerful ones is you just let your head hang, and then you shrink your hands and very gently bring it to the back of your head and let gravity work, and then do deep breathing. Means all the way out, all the way in, all the way out. And it will stretch your back. Be very careful. You probably will feel dizzy when you do that, so be very gently, don't press too much. The dizziness comes from all the chi that was stuck there in the muscles, and that gets liberated now. It gets released, so you may be quite dizzy. If you do that standing, you might even, fall over. So be very, very careful when you do that. Okay. Whew. Nice. Then you can do the bullocks stretch, which stretches out some tension over there. Maybe move it up and down. Do the other side. It's always a good idea to move any joint in your body to its extremes so that we don't lose mobility over time. Now another really nice and powerful one is you just put your arm up, grab it by the elbow, and then just bring it over, and you stretch this area. It's that psoas area here, so you're basically stretching those tight muscles between your ribs. And breathe really deep. And the reason for deep breathing is, first of all, with deep breathing you bring more oxygen into the blood, and through the stretching you bring blood into parts of your body that didn't get blood. And so if it's full of oxygen, it can do more healing work. And let's do the other side. And also, when you exhale, your spine compresses, your ribcage compresses, and when you inhale, it expands. So this helps in releasing stress too. And then, of course, one of the real nice one too is you stretch your hands. You put your hands together, oops, and you bring it up, and that takes care of a lot of tension in your shoulders. Make sure you don't tense up your neck while you're doing this, because a lot of chi is being liberated. A lot of people hold tension in their shoulders. And then finally, you want to do a spinal twist. Is you grab maybe the handle of your chair, and you grab the other side of the chair, and just pull yourself over. Try to have your spine straight and look around. You lead with your head. You're very aware of your spine, and just very gently Move it, make sure you don't pressure too much. There's nobody you have to impress. Actually, when you press too much, the muscles tend to tense up trying to protect the spine, and you get an opposite effect, or you hurt yourself. So actually very gently moving creates a lot more good result than pushing it. And especially in this pose, the deep inhale and exhale make a lot of difference. And smile into the tight spots in your spine. Let go of any tension. And generally I keep my eyes closed when I do those exercises because I just make some clucked in there, because that keeps my focus on the inside of the body and I don't get distracted by any outside stimuli. Whew. And the other side. You lead with your head. Try to get an even pressure all along. Try to have your spine straight. Very gently. Deep breathing. It's all the way in, all the way out. I'm doing all the talking right now, so my breathing is not perfect. Oh, it goes cluck, cluck, cluck in my brain, in my spine. Whew. All right. That feels good. So now I'm kind of buzzing. There's all kinds of energy floating around. And I want to harvest that energy. And so what I do is I imagine that on the inhale I draw the energy into my spine, into a laser. And then with the exhale I compact it even more. And again from the skin and from the surrounding I draw it into my skin and then compact it into the spine. And that way the energy is not being stolen from ghosts or other people. It's actually the vibration is increased by doing this. And now would be a very good time to meditate. Well, it was a wonderful experience here for me to share my tools of ascension. Please feel free to watch other videos of mine. I try to share with what I have learned in many years living in ashrams and being on fairs and hanging out with light workers, and what I have been shown from the spiritual side, from my spirit guides, and things that I have learned through other people, why I had them in trance, why they were talking to their spirit guides or to divine deities. And there's nothing more satisfying than helping people for the highest good in divine harmony with the most benevolent outcomes. Please be blessed. Namaste.